Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sanskriti, and first of all I want to thank you guys so much for my last video. I'm so overwhelmed that you guys loved that video so much. My videos do not normally get that much views, so seeing that you guys loved that video so much, it made me want to do another hair related video. So since you guys loved my last video, here's another hair related video for you guys. Today I'm going to be answering all of your questions about my long hair, everything that people always ask me. I am somebody who have really long hairs. It is not a secret to you guys, and because of that people always ask me questions about my long hairs. They're always curious about a lot of things related to my long hair, and I picked up just the very important questions, the kind of questions which are very common and people always ask me, like the basic questions that every long hair person goes through, and I have them all in my phone. I didn't pick up every question just because I don't want this video to be another 30-minute video, because when I turn on the camera I talk like there's no tomorrow. Before we get into the video, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a new video. Hit a like on this video if you love watching hair related videos, because I'm looking forward to do them, and follow me on Instagram, and let's get into this video. First question is, how do you manage your hairs? Okay, so this is the question which I get the most. Literally every single person who meets me, they're like, how do you manage your hairs? So the thing is that you have to take proper care of them, and when you have long hairs you have to just make sure that you braid them literally 24/7, because braids can protect your hair from any kind of damage, and it's the best hairstyle for your hair. And so yeah, I always just it's one of the things that you have to compromise. So I never do any hairstyle which is other than braid. Basically I always have to braid my hairs, and I never try any different hairstyle because that's gonna just destroy my hair. That's what it does, and my hairs are just gonna get all frizzy and messed up, and that's just not what I want. And so that is why I always braid my hairs, and that's the way to go if you have long hairs, and that's the easiest way to manage your hairs, because you wouldn't feel like this is such a burden if you braid your hairs. It's a very easy way and a very useful way. When I am going out I obviously have them braided, but when I'm at home most of the time I put them in a bun, because I think bun is the second most comfortable kind of a hairstyle for long hair, short hair, every kind of hair. And so bun is amazing. Bun can always just make you feel like my hairs are safe and they're not going to go anywhere and they're not going to disturb me or anything. So yeah, I think that bun is the way to go if you really want to manage your long hairs. Bun is something which, I mean, I think a lot of people already know that, but that's how I manage my hairs. It's either a bun or either braids. Next question is, which hair oil do you use? Okay, so this is another question which I get literally all the time. People think that hair oil literally can make your hair grow like there's no tomorrow. But no, that's not true actually, because it's all about which kind of oil will suit your hair, and every hair type is different, everyone's hair is different, so it depends on which hair oil will suit your hair, and you have to just find the perfect one. You have to find your hair oil. And I mean, it wasn't a long journey for me to find my hair oil. The very first hair oil that I used was almond oil, and I still use almond oil. It has always been my favorite, and it suited my hair. I don't know how, but that was the first ever hair oil that I used, and it's still the hair oil that I use. I literally never use anything else, and I mean it suited my hair really nicely. And I mean, pretty much it's not because of the oil. Let me tell you, it's very important for your hairs. Like, I literally oil my hair every single day, and I have seen people who oil their hairs like once in a week, and I cannot imagine doing that. I literally have to oil my hairs every single day, because if you want to keep your hairs beautiful, long, healthy, oiling is the key. Oil is like a medicine to your hair. So honestly, please never ever fall for those oil ads who are like, this oil is gonna make your hairs long, and this oil is gonna like make your hairs thick and healthy, because no oil really does that. It's all about how you take care of your hair and how you manage them, what you eat, what you not eat. It's all about that, and it's never about the hair oil. Next question is, which shampoo do you use? Okay, this is another question which I get like all the time. So again, it doesn't have to do anything with your hair oil or shampoo. It just have to do with what, how do you manage your hair? So what do you do to take care of your hairs? But I use Sunsilk and I have been using that since my childhood. I have tried other shampoos as well, like Clinic Plus or Pantene, but Sunsilk is something which really is my hair type of shampoo. And you, again, you have to find the kind of shampoo that fits your hair. So yeah, it is different for everyone because everyone's hair is different. Next question is there anything that you don't like about your hair? Okay, so yes, shocker. One thing that I don't like about my hair is that I cannot try different hairstyles. I see a lot of girls doing high ponytails and just a lot of different hairstyles which my hairs just cannot handle. I don't want to damage my hairs, and that's the reason why I never ever try different hairstyles. But I always want to try different hairstyles. I'm always bored of doing the same braid every single day, to be honest. But it is what it is. You gotta give something to get something, you know. So if I have to keep my hairs healthy and long, and I have to protect them from damaging, then I have to braid my hairs, even though it looks really boring and it doesn't make me look any glamorous or anything. But it is what it is. Anything to protect my hairs. I didn't grow them just to, just to damage them. Next question is, what's the secret behind your long hair? Again, another question which everybody asks me all the time. But there's no secret. It's just that you have to take care of them a lot, and you just have to keep them in the braid all the time. And the most important part of having long hairs is that you have to eat properly. You shouldn't eat junk food. You shouldn't eat oily food, which I'm so lucky and so happy that I am not a big fan of junk food. I've always been the kind of girl who loves vegetables, loves homemade food, and that's the only thing which can make me feel like, yes, I'm so excited for this food because it's healthy. I love healthy food, and that's the reason why my hairs are so healthy because that's how you get the proteins, right? So if your body is not getting any kind of protein, if you're just eating junk food, then your hairs are also not going to be getting any protein, and they're just, you're going to get hair fall. And so that's why you have to eat really healthy food to maintain your hairs. And I've noticed that whenever I get sick, I get a little bit of hair fall. I'm also lucky that I don't, like, my hairs never fall. Like, it's probably because I take care of them, but it never falls. Like, whenever I'm doing my hairs, literally one or two hair will fall out, and that's literally it. And so yeah, it's all about how you eat, how you take care of them. You have to wash your hairs properly. You have to just, take care of them in a way that you don't damage them, and just eat healthy food so that your hairs can be also healthy. Next question is, have you ever worn hair extensions since you already have long hairs? Okay, so once. Shocker again. Okay, so when I was performing, when I was young, I used to perform a lot on stage in schools because I'm a huge fan of singing and dancing and everything, curricular activities. I was so much into it. So I was in a group dance full of girls, and so in that dance, we all were supposed to have long hairs, like really long hairs. And I already had long hairs, but they wanted my hairs to be a little bit more longer. And so I was like, okay, fine. But when we added the extensions, you know, and when you add extensions, you're supposed to add them in a way that nobody can tell that you're wearing extensions, which means that you have to add them from like over here so that it looks more natural and it looks like they're literally growing from your head and they're not extensions. And so when we attached the extensions, it looked like not a big difference at all because they were just as long as my hairs. So it was literally not a difference at all. It just looked like my hair. So it wasn't a major thing because adding extensions didn't make a difference to my hair. It was just as long as my hairs. But yeah, I did wear extensions just once because people told me, and I mean, I don't ever think that I need extensions. That's common sense basically. The next question is, do you ever mistakenly sit on your hairs? This is the question which a lot of people ask me all the time. If you have long hairs, then you know what I mean. Like, it's definitely one of the struggles that you go through every single day. And I mean, I might be sitting on my hairs right now, you know, they're just so long that you always end up sitting on your hairs. And not just me, but like even other people always sit on my hairs, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, can you just like get up for a little bit, you're sitting on my hairs. So yeah, I mean, that's a very normal thing that happens every single day. And yeah, that's the reason why I always try to keep my hairs in the front, so that I don't like sit on them, or other people don't end up sitting on them, because that happens all the time. Question is, do people stare at your hairs and do you find it annoying? Okay, so that's just like another story of my life. Like, people always are staring at my hairs. And I mean, I get it, it's long, it's noticeable, it's very rare. Not everyone have long hairs nowadays, so it's kind of normal for people to be like, oh my god, she have long hairs. People are like, look at her hairs, that's so long. And so I mean, it's a compliment. I take it as a compliment, because I know that they are admiring it, I don't know, complimenting me. They're not being mean or anything. But I don't find it annoying, it's just that I find it uncomfortable, because obviously you don't want people to be staring at you just continuously, constantly, all the time. And it's just something that's kind of a little bit uncomfortable. But I always love when people admire it, when they're like, I want hairs like you, and your hairs are so pretty. I think that's a very lovely thing. I'm sorry that it's so gloomy outside, that the lighting has just gotten dim, but you can see me. The problem increases when I'm at somebody else's home and I'm doing my hairs at their home, and they are all looking at me when I'm doing my hairs. It's very disturbing. It just feels like I should go to a different room and do my hairs, because it just, you know, it kind of feels like I'm not trying to show my hairs, I'm just doing my hairs. It's a normal thing. It's like sleeping or drinking. So like, they, yeah, but I mean, it's normal, I'm used to it at this point. Ever used any heat products on your hairs? No, never. I know these pictures really look like I used a lot of heat products and curlers and whatnot. The reason why my hairs always look so blown out is only because I braid my hairs. And I always keep my hairs in braid, so whenever I open it, it looks like I've just like went to the parlor and then came out of the parlor and took a selfie. But no, I've never used any heat products. It's only because of the braids, because they make your hairs look like you've used heat products, or like curled them, or whatever else. But yeah, I've never done any heat or damage to my hair. It's all natural, all natural. But yeah, I've never used any heat products on my hair. It's just the braids. Your braids are gonna make your hairs look like you've been to the salon. And I'm saying this for like the 100th time, that braids are the best friend of your hairs. But that was the last question, and that question concludes this video. I hope you guys got your answers, everything that you were ever wondering about my long hair. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making this video, and I will see you in my next video.